Hey there, this is Milo Gomez with Embark, here to talk to you about what happens when you have to go number 2 on your trek. Well, when you're in camp, it's probably not going to be a big deal. A lot of our treks have portable toilets that come with you, but not always. And what if you have to go when you're in the middle of your hike? Maybe an uncomfortable thing to think about, something you might try to avoid, but you may still end up having to do it. So it's worth having some strategies about how you're going to go about it. So the main thing is, and most of the time when you have to go number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to dig a cat hole, and you will do your business into that cat hole, leave your toilet paper, bury it back over, hand sanitizer, and go on your merry way. What does that look like? Well, your guides will carry with them the gear that you need to do this. Usually it's going to be a trowel along with toilet paper and hand sanitizer. When we go to dig a cat hole, we're going to dig a 6-inch deep hole. In this case, it's about the length of the shovel handle in order to do our business. Want to leave the dirt that we dug out right to the side because we're going to need to recover a hole with that. And then we'll squat over the hole. This can be the hard part for a lot of folks. What if there's nothing to lean on? Maybe you've never squatted before. Well, I've got good news for you. A large portion of humanity uses what we call a squatty potty, and they squat every single time they do this maneuver, and they do it all the time, and they do it fine. So I'm going to teach you how they do it. Americans in general tend to like to squat on the balls of their feet, and they do something weird and forward like this, where you can see my heels are off the ground. That's not the right way to do it. When it's time to go number 2, what you're going to want to do is straddle the hole, and I want to keep my heels firmly on the ground. I'm going to squat down, and I'm going to find a way where I can settle down onto my haunches or on my buttocks without lifting up my heels. It can feel a little strange at first to someone who's never done it, but once you find the balance point, it's actually quite comfortable and quite ergonomic. You do your business into the hole, make sure you're lined up correctly, and wipe. Once you're all said and done, put your toilet paper in there too, and cover the hole back over. And if you're anywhere near camp, a convenient way to mark that this spot is used is to take some sort of stick and poke it in there so that another person will know I shouldn't dig a hole right there. So that's cat holes. Some places have different regulations on what you are allowed to leave in the backcountry in terms of human waste. In some places, it is illegal to leave your toilet paper, so you have to pack that out. You can dig your cat hole, leave your excrement, but then that toilet paper is going to have to go into a baggie that comes out with you. Other places do not allow you to leave human excrement at all, in which case we use things called wag bags, which are commercially produced toilet products. Inside of this is a large silver bag that has a chemical absorbent on the inside. You just open the bag and you do pretty much the same process that I did with the cat hole, but into the bag instead of into the hole. The main thing with these wag bags is you do not want to urinate into them. If you urinate into them, it causes a chemical reaction that causes gas, and that will make it really hard to seal this thing, and it'll want to escape, and it's a very smelly, messy thing. So you want to avoid that at all costs. So that's about it. That's all I've got. If you've never gone to the bathroom outside, it's honestly something worth doing before you go on your trek, or at least practicing how you're going to squat, because you never know when you may just have to go.